What's good, bearded brethren? This is the breakdown. Abyssinian seed oil, 8.5 out of 10, grade B. Today we see exactly how it got there, and why the path to a grade B looks nothing like the path squalane took. Cold pressed from the seeds of Crombe abyssinica, a fast-growing plant from East Africa and the Mediterranean, one of the more sustainably sourced specialty oils in beard care. What's inside? Erucic acid at 55 to 60%. That's the main event, a molecule type you don't see in most beard care formulas. Supporting it, oleic at 15 to 18%, linoleic at 9 to 11%, gondoic at 6 to 9%, and natural vitamin E at moderate levels. Comedogenic rating 0 to 1 out of 5, one of the lowest of any oil we've covered. Shelf life 18 to 24 months, extremely stable. Wednesday covered the 3 advantages and why erucic acid behaves differently at the protein level. Here's the full chemistry behind it. That length and slight bend changes how erucic acid interacts with hair. It doesn't appear to grab on a hair protein the way lauric acid does. The research suggests it behaves more like a conditioning film that moves and redistributes, rather than one that sticks and stacks. Nobody's done a dedicated long-term study on erucic acid left on coarse 4C beard hair. That gap is real, but the molecular structure points in a different direction than coconut oil points. Oleic acid at 15 to 18%, the penetrating workhorse, helps the whole blend move into the hair. Linoleic acid at 9 to 11%, the fatty acid your skin uses to maintain its barrier and keep inflammation down, also connected to how your skin manages dark spots. Not the star of the formula, but doing real work. Gondoic acid at 6 to 9% sits between oleic and erucic in length, adds another layer of slip alongside the dominant erucic acid. Stack erucic and gondoic together, and Abyssinian carries more long-chain lubrication than any other carrier oil we've covered in this series. Apply over damp hair. The long-chain molecules are built for conditioning coarse strands and keeping friction down between them. Extremely lightweight, absorbs readily without sitting on top of a tight, low-porosity cuticle. Protection window holds substantially longer than medium-length oils, one of the cleanest daily use profiles in the series. Coconut, lauric acid at 45 to 53%, short, straight molecule, appears to interact with hair protein and stack up under repeated leave-on use. That's the stiffness pattern some people report over time. Comedogenic rating of 4 out of 5. Abyssinian, erucic acid at 55 to 60%, longer molecule with a slight bend. Doesn't show the same protein grabbing behavior in available research. Comedogenic rating 0 to 1. Longer protection window. Both get marketed for penetration and conditioning. The chemistry tells a different story when you look at how those molecules actually behave on coarse 4C beard hair day after day. That's the difference. 8 criteria, same standard, no exceptions. Criterion 1. Primary carrier penetration. Erucic acid at C22 falls inside the penetration window. Chain length and lipid properties are consistent with penetration potential in coarse low porosity hair. Passes, 1.5 points. Criterion 2. Sebum fraction replacement. Linoleic acid present and contributing at meaningful levels. The waxy component of what your skin naturally produces, unaddressed. Real contribution, not a complete one. Partial, 1 point. Criterion 3. Barrier duration. Long chain dominant profile builds a barrier that holds. Protection window substantially longer than what medium length molecule oils deliver for daily 4C beard use. Passes, 1.5 points. Criterion 4. Cortex structural reinforcement. Linoleic acid at 9 to 11%, present and contributing to the structural integrity of the hair fiber. Not the dominant molecule, but it's working. Partial, 1 point. Tier 1 total, 5 out of 6. Criterion 5. Oxidative stability. Long chain dominant profile, 18 to 24 months shelf life, stable from the first drop to the last. Passes, 1 point. Criterion 6. Protein binding safety. Erucic acid doesn't show the same protein grabbing behavior lauric acid shows. No dedicated long-term leave-on studies on coarse 4C beard hair exists. That gap is real. but the structure doesn't point in the same direction. Passes, 1 point. Criterion 7, vitamin E bioavailability. Natural vitamin E present at moderate levels, more consistent than what refined coconut oil typically retains. Partial, half a point. Criterion 8, comedogenic profile. Comedogenic rating of 0 to 1, among the lowest of any carrier oil in the series. Reduced follicular congestion risk within the framework. Passes, 1 point. Tier 2 total, 3.5 out of 4. Total, 8.5 out of 10. Grade B. Grade B, same band as squalane, completely different mechanism. Squalane earned it through lightweight surface conditioning. Abyssinian earned it through long chain penetration, durable slip, and a molecule that doesn't show the same protein grabbing behavior coconut oil shows. The system didn't hand it out. The chemistry earned it. Next week, we move from the longest molecule in the series to one of the most debated, grapeseed oil. Lightweight, high linoleic, and everywhere in bear care. Friday, we find out if the popularity is earned. I'm Chocolate Montana, your bearded barista. This is The Breakdown. Stay educated, my bearded brethren.